Let us do question number 6, second and third. So I'll go to the whiteboard. What we have to do in this question is uh, find the coordinates of the point whose abscissa is the solution of the first equation, and the ordinate is the solution of the second equation. So basically, you have to solve them simultaneously. Okay, because both the equations contain a and b, right? And you cannot solve a linear equation in two variables if only one equation is given. You can solve it completely if two equations are given, right? So let us write the equations and we let us find the solution. So basically, in question number 2, sub question number 2 in question 6, right, we have to find the values of a and b. So what is the first equation? 2a upon 3 minus 1 is equal to a upon 2. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do is this is very easy to solve because there is only one equation and one variable, right? So what I will do, I will bring a to the left hand side, so it becomes minus a upon 2, and take 1 on the other side. Well, now what is the LCM? Or you can just cross multiply. What do you get? 4a minus 3a, right, upon 6 is equal to 1, right? So if you cross multiply, you get a is equal to 1 into 6. That means a is equal to 6. Very simple. Okay. And in
Yes, sir.
second question, we have 15 minus, second equation, 15 minus 4b upon 7 is equal to 2b minus 1 upon 3. Okay. Here I will suggest you to give brackets first of all, and then just cross multiply. Okay. There is no LCM. In fact, LCM, the finding the LCM is nothing but to cross multiply here. It's better to just cross multiply. So you get 3 into bracket 15 minus 4b, right, is equal to 7 into bracket 2b minus 1. So you get 45 minus 12b is equal to 14b minus 7. Correct. So what we will do, you will bring b on one side and the numbers on the other side. So you get minus 26b is equal to minus 52. That means b is equal to minus 52 upon minus 26. This means b is equal to 2, right? So what is the question? Okay, find the coordinates of the point. So therefore the point is a comma b. See, what are the coordinates? A comma b, right? That means the coordinates of the point are 6 comma 2. That's all. You have to write the coordinates. Just don't stop after finding the values of a and b. No, that's not sufficient. Are you getting my point? You have to
Yes, sir.
write the ordered pair. You know what ordered pair is, so try to write that also. Question 6, third part. We have 5x minus into bracket 5 minus x, correct, is equal to half of 3 minus x. Is that correct? So now again, fortunately, we have only one variable, one equation. So what should be done? First of all, open these brackets. You get 5x minus 5 plus x, right, is equal to half into bracket 3 minus x. So in fact, you get 6x minus 5, okay, is equal to half into bracket 3 minus x. Now you have to cross multiply. Just don't forget to put brackets. You get 2 into bracket 6x minus 5 is equal to 3 minus x. So you get
X is equals to 1.
minus 10 is equal to 3 minus x. Right. So 12x plus x is equal to, yes, 3 plus
10 plus 3.
Yes. So we get 13x is equal to 13. This implies that x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. And similarly, in the second equation, we have only one variable, y. Correct? Done writing? Shall we proceed? Okay. So the second equation we have is 4 minus 3y is equal to 4 plus y upon 3. Okay. Again, it's very simple. Just cross multiply, right? What do you get? 3 into bracket 4 minus 3y is equal to 4 plus y. So you get 12 minus 9y is equal to 4 plus y, right? So you get minus 9y minus y is equal to 4 minus 12. Correct?
1.6.
Yeah. So you get minus 10y is equal to minus 8. Right?
Yes, sir.
1.6 no, 0.8. Right? So y will be minus 8 upon minus 10. So y will be obviously 8 upon 10. That means y is equal to 0.8.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So y will be 0.8. That's all. But again, don't forget to write the point. So write down the coordinates of the point. Coordinates of the required point are x comma y, that is what, 1 comma 0.8. Don't forget to write the coordinates, that is important. Okay, done everyone? Okay, so let's go back to question number 7. You have to do this on a graph paper. Let us read the question first. You will see whether we can do it in using half of the page, not to waste the whole graph book. We have sufficient space. A4 size is a big page, so don't waste pages. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say. In the exam you have to do one question on one page, but for practice you can use maybe you can do two sub questions in one page. So in each of the following, the coordinates of three vertices of rectangle. Okay, rectangle has four vertices A, B, C, D. Okay, out of these, three are given to you. Now, what they are saying, three are given to you. By plotting the given points, find in each case the coordinates of the fourth vertex. Okay, so what we will do, we'll do the first one. Okay, see here, look at the coordinates, look at the numbers. They are not too big. They are not greater than 10 or 15. Okay, but let us use one page for this for the first question, and then we'll see if we can adjust. Okay, so let us go to the whiteboard. First of all, listen what I'm saying, and then you can draw it. So for instance, let us say this is your graph paper. Okay, this is the A4 size graph paper, right? And this is your border. Okay, let me do the border also. So every graph paper has border. So the green part is here, right? So in this question, first of all, let us write down what the coordinates are. So what is A? 2 comma 0, that means it lies on the x-axis. What is B? 8 comma 0, this also lies on the x-axis. What is C? 8 comma 4,
First quadrant.
this lies in the first quadrant, correct? So this gives me an idea. Okay, why do I waste if I draw, see what happens most of the times, student draw like this. They have a habit of drawing x and y axis exactly in the middle. I don't know why. They don't look at the numbers. Okay, and it makes sense that if these 2 points lie on x-axis and this lie in the first quadrant, D is going to lie in the first quadrant because it is a rectangle. Okay, so your rectangle is going to be like this. This is going to be your rectangle, see, like this. So why are you wasting the second, third, and fourth quadrant space? That is what I'm trying to say. Don't waste the space. Okay, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I suggest you to do is, let us say you take maybe two lines, that is 2 centimeters from the bottom and 2 centimeters from the left. Okay, and then draw the axis. Okay, so let us say you draw like this. This is much better, much better. This looks good, looks nice, tidy. Okay, and you don't have to worry about negative part also. So this is x-axis, this is x dash, this is y-axis, this is y dash, this is the origin. So first of all, you have to write the scale. Don't forget to write the scale. Any time you plot a graph, you draw a histogram, you draw a frequency polygon, whatever you do in a graph, you have to make sure you have to write the scale. ओके कुछ भी करो, स्केल लिखना बहुत जरूरी है. कोई कुछ भी बोलेगा, अरे चलता है वगैरह नहीं है ये, इधर चलता बिलता कुछ नहीं है, चलाना पड़ता है. ठीक है, तो चलता वलता कुछ नहीं है, चलाना पड़ता है. तो चलाना कैसे पड़ता है? बाय राइटिंग द स्केल. if you forget to write the scale, you will lose 1 mark. Okay, straight away you will lose 1 mark. So don't listen to anyone who says अरे चलता है, नहीं लिखा तो चलता है, ऐसे कभी नहीं होता. Okay, you have to write the scale. So we'll see on x-axis क्या लिखेंगे हम यहाँ पे. On x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Same thing on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Okay, we are not going to change the scale. Now what you have to do, you have to plot the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. Okay, just for एक दो ज्यादा ले लो. सेम थिंग यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. बस बहुत हो. Are you getting my point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me do this again, just for. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, this looks neat now. Okay, so plot the points now. Where is 2, 0? 2, 0 lies on x-axis. So this is A. And below that or next to that, you have to write the coordinates also. Don't forget that. Okay, don't forget that. So let us write it here. A 2, 0. Where is B? 8, 0. So B is here, right? 8, 0. Where is C? 8, 4. So 8 is on the x-axis. Are you getting my point? And 4 is on the y-axis. So if you join them by dotted lines, what do you get? You get C 8, 4. Is that clear? Right? Okay. Now my question to you is, where will you plot D? करा बघो D plot करा चला. Absolutely. D
2,
will be
4.
correct. D will be above A. So you have to take your scale and put it on A and draw a vertical dotted line. See, rectangle has all the 4 angles as 90 degrees, right? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So this will be D, and what will be the coordinates? Can you tell me? This is point D. What are the coordinates?
2, 4.
Correct, 2, 4. That's all. So D is 2, 4. So this is how you can draw the rectangle. Okay. See here, the points are small, so you can have a lot of space to write the scale and everything. Don't go overboard also. Some students write up to 20 also. See, up to 10, 12, 20 doesn't make any sense. Okay, so look at what the maximum values on x and y axis are. Okay, depending on that, you have to do it. Are you getting my point? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Fourth one.
So fourth one, D आहे -6,4.
Okay, it is mainly in see, B is 10, 4. So where is B? 10 on the x-axis, right? Now and 4 on the y-axis. So B will be somewhere here. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
10, 4. C is 0, 4. So 0, 4 lies on which axis?
Y-axis.
Correct. So 0, 4 is this C. Same point, 0, 4.
Sir, A 10, -2 येतं.
Okay, we'll check. Yes. So D is 0, -2. Where will D lie? 0, -2.
On y-axis.
On
Y
y-axis,
dash.
negative, correct? Y dash. right? So this is D 0 comma minus 2, right? Now obviously A will lie somewhere here, right?
10 comma minus 2.
Correct. So for plotting A, you have to draw a horizontal line parallel to x-axis through D, and one vertical line parallel to y-axis through B. And wherever they intersect, that is point A. And what are the coordinates? Coordinates is the x coordinate of B and A are same, so 10, and the y coordinate of D and A are same, so 10 comma minus 2. So A should be 10 comma minus 2. Is that correct? To this quickly. Question 8. What is it? A, B, C are the vertices of a parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal and parallel, isn't it? They are equal
Yes, sir.
and parallel, right? By plotting the given points on a graph paper, find the coordinates of the fourth vertex D. Also from the same graph, state the coordinates of the midpoints of the sides A, B, and C, D. Okay, let us go and do this on the whiteboard. Are you doing it or you have to do it? What is the status?
Doing it, sir.
Doing it, very good. Okay. All right. So let us draw. Let us write the points A 2 comma 2. Right. What is B?
Sir, A minus 2 comma 2.
Yeah. Minus 2 comma 2. And C is 4 comma minus 4. Is that correct? Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
if you observe, this lies in the second quadrant, this lies in the first quadrant, this lies in the third quadrant. So what I will suggest is,
Sir, C lies in fourth quadrant.
yeah, C lies in the fourth quadrant, A lies in the second, B lies in the first. So you have to draw all the quadrants. Okay, don't. We are not sure where it will lie. Okay, so don't worry. Draw the axis in the middle if possible. Okay, so x-axis, y-axis. This is the origin. X dash, y dash. Right. So where will be A? A will be minus 2 comma 2. So A will be here, right? This is A, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus 2 comma 2. Great. Where is B? 8 comma 2, right? So let us say this is 8. First of all, you have to find, draw this 1, 2, 3, all the things. So this is B 8 comma 2. And where is C? 4 comma minus 4. So 4 comma minus 4 is in the fourth quadrant here. So this is 4. This is 4 on x-axis. And this is minus 4 on the y-axis, right? So this is the point. C 4 comma minus 4. Okay. Now see the parallelogram is ABCD. Okay. So we have got ABC. So D has to be somewhere here. Do you understand? D.
Yes, sir.
D has to be somewhere here. So what is the trick for that is, first of all, draw the parallelogram. Join AB. Join AB. Join BC. Okay. Now you have to see what is the distance AB. What is the distance AB? Look carefully. The distance of the y, the distance of the x, the distance from the y-axis is the x coordinate. So this is 8 units. Okay, so from y-axis to this point B is 8 units. And here it is 2 units. It is minus 2, but distance is never positive. So AB, length AB, do you understand, is at 10 units. Are you getting my point? Is 10 units. So what is the property of a parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD. Do you agree? Right? So here for CD, you already have 4 units. Okay, distance
6 units.
So from here, from this point, you have to draw a parallel line, horizontal line, and you have to measure 6 units. Okay, so this will mean minus 6 here. and this is -4. So this point D has to be -6 comma -4. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10, 2 plus 8 is 10. So this is what you have to do. You have to use the properties of parallelogram, and then it's simple. Join AD, okay, join DB, that's all. Sorry, DC, and you get the required parallelogram. That's all.
So it is kind of rhombus.
It is it? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's see question 9. Quickly, we have to solve it.
Sir, midpoint, sir.
Yeah. A is sorry, state the coordinates of the midpoints of the sides AB and CD. Yeah. State the midpoints of sides AB and CD. So let's go back to the problem. AB and CD midpoints. Okay, so AB is the how much? 10 units. Total AB is 10 units. So the midpoint will be 5 units on either side. Correct. So already there are 2 units here. Okay, so if you measure 3 units here, so in fact it will be this. This will be the midpoint. Let's say M. So what will be the coordinates of this midpoint? This
3,
is
2.
correct. 3, 2. Shabas. Yes, 3, 2. Similarly, here also the midpoint is 5, right? On DC, right? CD or DC, whatever you want to call it. Again, you have 4 units here already. So just count 1 unit. Just
-1 comma -4.
correct. So yeah, it is -1 comma -4. Let's say N. Okay. So write down answer. Write down the answer. The coordinates of midpoint of AB is what? 3, 2, and CD is -1 comma -4. Is that clear? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let's go to the okay. See question 9 now. A is -2, 4, C is 4, 10, D is -2, 10 are the vertices of a square ABCD. Use the graphical method to find coordinates of the fourth vertex B. Also find so and so. Okay, so let us quickly do it on the whiteboard. Okay, take another graph paper. First, write down what the coordinates are given. So that will give you an idea. So क्या दिया है हमको? -2, 4, right? Then we have C. What is C? 4, 10. D is -2, 10. Okay. All right. So now, see, point A lies in the second quadrant. C and D lie on the in the first quadrant. So we can safely assume, right, that this square lies in the first and second quadrant. Okay, that is safe to assume, right? So what we can do is we can draw the y-axis in the middle, but we can draw the x-axis at the bottom, somewhat bottom, safely. Are you getting my point? Yes. So x, y, y dash, x dash. This is 0, origin. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you at least have to have 11 because we have 10 here. Just be careful. Huh? Okay, and here you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. But that's all. -1, -2. That's all. Okay. All right. So let us quickly plot A. Where will be A? -2, 4, right? So A is here, right? A is this point. Where is C? 4, 10, right? 4, 10. So this is C, 4, 10. Then D. What is D? Minus 2 comma 10. Right? Minus 2 is this one, comma 10. So you have it here. This is D. All right. So can you tell me where will B lie? Where will B lie? And what will be its coordinates? Hmm?
Sir, 4,4.
4,4.
Yes. So you have to extend horizontal line through A, let it meet the vertical line through C, right? And wherever it intersects, that is B, 4,4. Very nice. Yes. Now you have to complete this using solid lines. Okay. CD, BC, AB, AD. Okay. You have to complete this using straight lines. So this is the square ABCD. So B is 4,4. Right. Now what they have asked, let us see what the questions are. The coordinates of the midpoint of BC. What are the coordinates of midpoint of BC? See, you have to subtract the coordinates, y coordinates of B and C. Okay. When do you subtract the y coordinates of B and C, what will happen? 10 minus 4 is 6. Correct? And if you divide by 2, what do you get? 3. So you have
3.
to add 3. You have to add 3 to the y coordinate of B. Are you getting my point? You have to add 3 to the y coordinate of B. Okay, so the coordinates will be, what is the coordinates of midpoint of BC? 4, 7. 4 plus 3, 7. Are you getting this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Sub question 2, the coordinates of the midpoint of CD. Again, CD, what is the total length here? What is the total length? This is 4 units and this is 2 units. So total length
6
is
units.
6 units. So 6, half of 6 is 3. Again, same answer, 3. But here you already have 2 units. From D, you already have 2 units. So you just have to count one more unit.
1,2.
Yes, so this is the midpoint. So the second answer will be, the answer will be 1, this, comma 10. No, the y coordinate will be 10, right? So 1, comma 10 is the midpoint of CD. Third, the coordinates of the point of intersection of the diagonals of the square ABCD. Okay, that you have to find out using graph. What you can do is join the diagonals AC and BD. Join the diagonals AC and BD. And then drop, wherever they intersect, drop a perpendicular. Okay, it should be 1 in fact. Okay, it should be 1 at least, you know, and this is going to be 7, no doubt. This is going to be 7, this is going to be 1. So coordinates of the point of intersection of diagonals E is 1, 7. Please check.
Yes, sir.
Question number 10. By plotting the following points on the same graph paper, check whether they are collinear or not. What do you mean by collinear? This you can do for homework. Just let me explain. See, any 2 given points, if I give you any 2 points in a plane, any 2 points are always collinear. Okay, what do you mean by collinear? Collinear means
They lie on the same line.
they lie on the same line. That means only one line can pass through them. So what I am saying is any 2 given points are always collinear. But when I introduce the third point, okay, let's say C, then it may be collinear. It may lie on the same line before A or between AB or maybe after B also. Or it may lie on the, you know, any other side also. So that is called as, you know, if the point lies on the same line, then the points are called as collinear. If the three given points do not lie on the same line, then they are called as non-collinear. Okay, so what you have to do in these two questions, you have to use the same graph paper. Okay, what you have to do is you have to just plot these numbers. Let's say plot these points A, B, C, call them, and check whether you can draw one single line passing through all of them. Okay, plot them, name them, write their coordinates below or after them, and then check where take a scale and check whether you can draw one single line passing through all of them or not. If yes, if you see that you can pass one single line, then yes, they are collinear. If you
Sir,
cannot,
first one is collinear.
they are okay, and if
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot, then they are non-collinear. It is very simple, it's not at all difficult. Okay, so you can do this for homework and then let me know whether you get the answer or not. Okay, very simple. Let's do question 11 now. Plot the points A 5 comma minus 7 from point A. Draw AM perpendicular to x-axis. Okay, I'll show you how to do this. And AN perpendicular to y-axis. Write the coordinates of points M and N. Okay, very simple. In fact, we can do it here also. It will not take much time. Let us do question 11. So we have what is the point 5 comma minus 7? Where does it lie? It lies in the fourth quadrant, right? Correct. So 5 comma minus 7 lies somewhere here. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
5 comma minus 7. Okay. Maybe call it point A, of course. Point A. Draw AM perpendicular to x-axis. So this is AM. This is perpendicular already. And this is already a perpendicular AN to y-axis. So this is y-axis, origin, x-axis. Okay, as usual. Nothing terrific. Very simple. Write the coordinates of points M and N. Very simple again. What are the coordinates of M? What do you get M as? What will be M? See, what did I tell you? The distance of the point from the x-axis is the y coordinate. So if A and M lie on the same vertical line, see A and M lie on the same vertical line, then their x coordinates are same. Okay, x coordinate will not change. If they lie on the same vertical line, x coordinates are same. So x coordinate will be 5. And since the point M lies on the x-axis, its y coordinate has to be 0. Any point which lies on the x-axis has its y coordinate 0. Okay. Similarly, what will be N? Okay, in N, if N and A lie on the same horizontal line, so their y coordinate is going to be the same. Y coordinate is going to be the same. And the x coordinate
0 comma minus 7.
the x coordinate of N, okay, x coordinate of N is going to be 0 because any point which lies on the y-axis has its x coordinate 0. Remember that, it's very simple. Any point which lies on the y-axis has x coordinate 0. Any point which lies on x-axis has y coordinate 0. Okay, so this is how you have to remember. That's all. So, okay, what is M? 5 comma 0. And what is N? 0 comma minus 7. That's all. Got it? What is question 12 now? In square ABCD, A is given, B is given, C is given. By plotting these points on a graph paper, find the coordinates of vertex D. Also find the area of the square. Okay. So let us plot it. This is in first quadrant, this is in second, and this is in the third quadrant. Okay. So in fact, we have to draw all the 4 quadrants. So don't skimp on the area. You will require the entire graph paper. Hopefully. So this is the origin, x-axis, y-axis, x dash, y dash. Let us quickly plot the points. A is a 3 comma 4, so it is here. Okay, this is A, 3 comma 4. B is minus 2 comma 4. Okay, so minus 2 is here. Minus 2 comma 4 is this point. Okay, same level, right? And C is minus 2 comma minus 1. So minus 2 comma minus 1 is here. Okay, C minus 2 comma minus 1. All right, where will D lie? Can you tell me?
Below A.
Yeah, it will lie if you extend the vertical line through A and if you extend the horizontal line
Sir,
through
the point where A and C intersect on extended.
correct. Wherever these two lines intersect, that is point D, required point. So I told you A and D lie on the same vertical line. So their x coordinate is going to be the same. C and D lie on the same horizontal line. So their y coordinate is going to be the same. So D is going to be 3 comma minus 1. Okay. All right, done. Also find the area of the square. Very simple. See, in here you just have to find the side. Okay.
4 into
All sides are equal. So what is the side? Okay, this is how much let's say let's do vertically, for example. This is 4 units, right? This is 4 units and this is 1 unit. So what is the side?
5 units.
5 units. Okay, we don't know whether it is centimeter or it's better to write units.
Sir, 25 units area.
Yes. So what is the area of square ABCD? Is side square. Okay, side square, which is 5 square, which is 25. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, great. That's all. That's how you can find the okay. Write down unit square or square units, whatever. Unit square or square units. Done. Okay. Shall I erase? Done. 13th. In rectangle OABC, point O is the origin. OA is 10 units. Again, quickly draw the coordinate axis. OA is equal to 10 units along the x-axis and AB is equal to 8 units. AB is equal to 8 units. Okay. Along the x-axis, what do you mean by that? See, the graph will look like this. Okay. So don't draw the second, third, fourth quadrant. Not necessary. X, Y, origin, X dash, Y dash. Okay. So here O is the origin. OA is equal to 10 units. So A, what are the coordinates of A? 10 comma 0. Right? Because OA is along the x-axis and AB is 8. So obviously, right, AB is going to be where? AB is going to be like this. So B is going to be like this. 8 units. So this is B. Do you understand? What are the
Yes,
coordinates
sir.
of B? 10 comma 8. Now my question is, why not to draw AB downwards? In fact, you can, because they haven't said whether AB has to be taken along the positive y-axis or negative y-axis. But anyways, we'll assume that it lies in the first quadrant. Okay, this is our assumption. All right. Yes, this is B. Where will this is where will the C lie? Okay, what are the coordinates of C now? 0, comma what? 8. Okay, C will be 0, comma 8. So A will be 10, comma 0. B will be 10, comma 8. Right? And C will be, tell me, what will be C? 0, comma 8.
0, comma.
Okay, is that clear, everyone?